Welcome to Lost and Hidden History. I'm your host, Ben Carter. In the ancient world, from the fertile plains of Mesopotamia to the verdant valleys of the Nile, civilizations looked to the heavens for guidance and inspiration. They sought answers in the stars and the skies, creating a pantheon of celestial deities who they believed controlled the destiny of mankind. But what if these sky gods were not simply mythological figures born from the fertile imagination of our ancestors? What if they were based on a reality that has been buried and suppressed by mainstream history? Consider the ancient Sumerians, one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. Their pantheon was dominated by the Anunnaki, deities they believed descended from the heavens to Earth. The Sumerians didn't just worship these divine beings, they chronicled their interactions with them, documenting their advanced knowledge and technologies. In the ancient epic poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known works of literature, the Sumerians wrote about the demigod king Gilgamesh, who was 2/3 god and 1/3 human. His divine lineage was a result of interactions between humans and these celestial beings. Could this be the echoes of a time when humans had direct contact with extraterrestrial life? Ponder the ancient Egyptian civilization, another culture deeply rooted in celestial worship. The god Ra was the sun god, the giver of life, a deity so powerful that his eye could destroy the enemies of Egypt. The Egyptians believed that Ra traveled across the sky during the day in a solar bark and made a journey through the underworld at night. The very essence of their civilization was tied to the movements of the sun and stars, timekeeping, agriculture, and religious rituals. The precision of their astronomical knowledge, as exemplified by the alignment of the pyramids, is astounding even by today's standards. Is it possible that these gods of the ancient world were not simply figments of our ancestors' imagination, but actual beings from the sky? Were they advanced, perhaps interstellar, entities that visited our planet and shared their knowledge with humankind? Historians, scientists, and skeptics often dismiss these ideas as fantastical myths or the product of primitive societies trying to make sense of the natural world. Yet, there's a growing body of research that suggests that these ancient sky gods could have been real, physical beings. This is not about debunking or affirming these theories, but about exploring the possibilities, the mysteries, and the suppressed knowledge. In the next segment, we'll delve deeper into these ancient civilizations, their celestial pantheons, and the evidence that suggests they might have had interactions with beings not from this earth. It's a journey into the unknown, a voyage to a time when gods walked among men and the heavens were a source of wisdom and power. As we look back at the great civilizations of antiquity, we find that these stories of celestial beings are not isolated phenomena. Instead, they appear to be a common thread woven into the fabric of our shared human narrative. The question then arises, why has the mainstream historical narrative largely ignored or dismissed these accounts of ancient sky gods? The answer to this question lies in the intricate interplay of historical, political, and cultural factors that have shaped our understanding of the past. When we examine the history of academia and its relationship with these ancient narratives, we find a long-standing trend of reductionism and dismissal. The scientific revolution of the 16th century, which birthed the modern scientific method, placed a strong emphasis on empirical evidence and rational thought. While this approach has undoubtedly led to numerous advancements in our understanding of the world, it has also created a certain bias against narratives that do not fit neatly into the framework of established scientific theories. Furthermore, the political climate of the last few centuries has also played a role in the sidelining of these alternative historical narratives. The rise of colonial powers in the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries led to a Eurocentric worldview that dismissed non-European cultures and their histories as primitive or inferior. This bias has often resulted in a lack of thorough exploration and understanding of the rich celestial narratives of many ancient civilizations. Culturally, we find that our modern societies are steeped in the materialistic worldview that emerged during the Enlightenment. This has led to a dismissal of the spiritual or metaphysical aspects of life, including the stories of celestial beings and their interactions with humanity. As a result, these narratives have been relegated to the realm of mythology and folklore, rather than being treated as potentially valuable historical accounts. However, as we delve deeper into the evidence and re-examine these ancient stories with fresh perspectives, we find tantalizing hints that suggest a need to revisit and reassess our understanding of the past. As we continue this journey, we'll explore the archaeological evidence, ancient texts, and cultural artifacts that suggest that our ancestors may have had encounters with beings from the stars, experiences that profoundly influence their civilizations and continue to echo in our collective consciousness. By stepping back and viewing these narratives from a wider perspective, we may uncover truths that have been hidden or ignored for centuries, offering us a more complete understanding of our past and perhaps even insights into our future. In the heart of the Mesopotamian desert, in the modern-day country of Iraq, lies an archaeological site that may hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of these ancient sky gods. This site, known as the city of Eridu, is considered one of the oldest known cities in the world, with origins dating back to around 5,000 years before Christ. At the heart of Eridu, archaeologists uncovered a temple dedicated to the Sumerian god Enki. It was within this temple that a groundbreaking artifact was found, an artifact that has the potential to shatter our understanding of ancient history. The artifact in question is a clay tablet now known as the Eridu Genesis, discovered by British archaeologist Sir Charles Leonard Woolley in the early 20th century. Woolley, who spent more than 2 decades excavating in the region, made numerous significant finds, but none perhaps as intriguing as this. The Eridu Genesis is one of the oldest known literary texts, predating even the famous Epic of Gilgamesh. It is written in Sumerian cuneiform and recounts the creation of man, the institution of kingship, and a great flood. But what makes this tablet truly remarkable is its depiction of the god Enki, who is portrayed not as a mythical figure, but as a tangible, real entity. In the Eridu Genesis, Enki is described as a being who descended from the heavens, bringing with him advanced knowledge and wisdom. He is said to have taught the Sumerians about civilization, agriculture, and technology, knowledge that was considered divine and beyond the comprehension of ordinary mortals of the time. The vivid, almost matter-of-fact descriptions of Enki and his celestial origins found in the Eridu Genesis sit uneasily with the mainstream historical narrative. They suggest a narrative steeped in actual encounters with extraterrestrial entities rather than mere myth or folklore. This poses a direct challenge to the accepted view of our ancient past, suggesting that our ancestors may have been in direct contact with advanced beings from the stars. The Eridu Genesis, with its revolutionary implications, is a testament to the potential of archaeological evidence to challenge established narratives and pave the way for new understandings. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the ancient sky gods, we must remain open to the possibility that our ancestors' encounters with these celestial beings may not be mere myths, but historical facts waiting to be rediscovered. By doing so, we keep the door open to unearthing truths that have been buried in the sands of time. When a historical narrative is disrupted, it often forces us to revisit and re-evaluate established beliefs, forcing us to question what we thought we knew and what we may have missed. And so, the Eridu Genesis isn't unique in its potential to upend conventional wisdom. Across the world, various ancient texts and artifacts seem to echo similar themes, hinting at a history far more complex and extraordinary than what we've been led to believe. In Greece, for instance, the ancient myth of the Titan Prometheus tells of a god who defied the divine order to gift humanity the secrets of fire, symbolizing knowledge and civilization. Like Enki, Prometheus is portrayed as a benefactor to mankind, bringing enlightenment and progress at great personal cost. Could this parallel be coincidental? Or does it suggest a shared memory of celestial beings who descended upon Earth, imparting wisdom and technology to our ancestors? In ancient India, texts like the Mahabharata and the Vedas, dating back to approximately 3000 BCE, tell of gods who descended from the sky in flying vehicles called vimanas. These gods, too, brought advanced knowledge, teaching humans about architecture, mathematics, and even warfare. The detailed descriptions of vimanas and their capabilities, often dismissed as fantastical elements of myth, could instead be read as records of advanced technology, far beyond the understanding of the time. Then there is the Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish religious work attributed to Noah's great-grandfather Enoch. The text speaks of the Watchers, angels who descended to Earth to teach humanity the arts of civilization. However, they also shared forbidden knowledge, leading to corruption and the eventual wrath of God in the form of the Great Flood. This narrative, mirrored in the story of Enki and shared across many cultures, seems to be more than mere coincidence. The presence of these parallel narratives across vastly different cultures and geographical locations presents a tantalizing puzzle. Could they be independent creations of human imagination? Or do they hint at a shared human experience, an encounter with extraterrestrial beings that shape the course of our collective history? These are not easy questions to answer. They challenge the very foundation of our understanding of human history and civilization. However, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the ancient sky gods, we cannot ignore the patterns that emerge. The recurring theme of celestial beings who descended to Earth, gifting humanity with knowledge and technology, is a narrative thread that weaves through the tapestry of our past. It's a thread that, when pulled, threatens to unravel the fabric of accepted history, revealing a world far more extraordinary than we could have ever imagined. The authenticity of these ancient texts, and the tales they tell, of course, is a subject of intense debate among scholars. The mainstream academic community tends to regard the narratives of sky gods and advanced technologies as metaphorical at best, or pure myth at worst. These stories are often dismissed as the imaginative ramblings of our ancestors, attempts to explain the world around them in an age when scientific understanding was rudimentary. However, there are researchers who see things differently. For instance, the works of authors like Erich von Daniken and Zecharia Sitchin suggest the possibility that these ancient texts could be interpreted as historical records, evidence of early encounters with extraterrestrial beings. They argue that the consistency in narratives across cultures and the detailed descriptions of advanced technologies are too compelling to be mere coincidences or products of imagination. Physical evidence to support these claims, though, is largely missing. Many of the locations described in the ancient texts have been identified and excavated, such as the ancient city of Uruk in Mesopotamia, associated with the Sumerian god Enki, or the sites described in the Mahabharata. However, no definitive artifacts that could be identified as extraterrestrial technology have been found. Skeptics argue that this lack of tangible evidence undermines the ancient astronaut theory. Yet proponents of the theory point to the pyramids, Stonehenge, and other ancient structures as evidence of advanced knowledge. They argue that these structures, with their astronomical alignments and precision engineering, could not have been built without advanced knowledge or technology. Mainstream academia, however, attributes these achievements to human ingenuity and the evolution of technology over time. There are also the mysterious parts, or out-of-place artifacts, objects found in archaeological contexts that appear too advanced for the civilization that supposedly created them. The Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device with complex gear systems, is one such example. Critics, however, argue that these are anomalies and not indicative of widespread advanced technology. In the academic world, the ancient astronaut theory remains on the fringes, seen as too speculative and lacking empirical evidence. However, as we continue to explore the mysteries of our past and the vastness of the cosmos, the question remains, is it possible that we were visited by beings from the stars who helped shape the course of our history? Or are these tales just the product of our ancestors' vivid imaginations? As with many mysteries, the truth may lie somewhere in the middle. For now, the ancient sky gods continue to captivate us, their stories echoing across the millennia, whispering of a past more extraordinary than we may ever know. As we peer further into the depths of these stories and theories, we must not overlook the extensive lengths to which this information has been suppressed, shrouded in secrecy, and often dismissed outright. The methods of suppression are various and often cunningly subtle. They range from outright censorship to more insidious tactics, such as ridicule, the disappearance of key resources, or academic dismissal. The question begs to be asked, who stands to benefit from keeping such knowledge hidden? Censorship, the most straightforward method of suppression, has historically been employed by those in power to control the narrative. The burning of the Library of Alexandria in ancient times, for instance, is a poignant example of significant knowledge being lost forever. Many allege that texts detailing encounters with sky gods were among the scrolls reduced to cinders, effectively erasing a crucial part of our human story. This act of destruction benefited those who sought to control the narrative and maintain power. Ridicule, though seemingly less harmful, has been equally efficient in suppressing the ancient astronaut theory. By mocking or dismissing these ideas, the mainstream academic community often discourages open-minded exploration. Such derision creates an environment where individuals may fear to express their beliefs or explore alternate theories, lest they face scorn or damage to their professional reputation. The beneficiaries of this ridicule are those who wish to uphold the status quo and prevent the destabilization of established beliefs. In more extreme cases, the suppression of these theories has led to the disappearance of resources or even individuals associated with their propagation. Books have vanished from libraries, research papers have been erased from archives, and individuals who have delved too deeply into these matters have been known to mysteriously vanish. This method of suppression benefits those who seek to control the narrative, whether for political, religious, or other ideological reasons. Finally, academic dismissal represents one of the most potent tools for suppression. By refusing to acknowledge or engage with these alternate theories, mainstream academia effectively removes them from the discourse. This method benefits those within the academic community who fear that their established theories may be challenged or invalidated. In conclusion, while the suppression methods may vary, the common thread is the preservation of control and power. Whether it's political leaders maintaining their authority, religious institutions preserving their theological dominance, or academics protecting their established theories, the suppression of the ancient astronaut theory serves to uphold the status quo. As we continue to explore the enigmatic past of humanity, it is important that we remain aware of these tactics of suppression and strive to keep an open mind, for only then can we truly unlock the secrets of our past. We've considered the political, religious, and academic suppression of the ancient astronaut theory. Let's now delve into the spiritual, philosophical, and occult dimensions of the ancient sky gods. How might this knowledge, if accepted, change our understanding of ourselves and our origins? The belief in ancient sky gods or astronauts can have profound spiritual implications. It can expand our comprehension of divinity beyond the traditional religious paradigms. If we accept that our ancestors interacted with advanced extraterrestrial beings, it may lead us to question what we perceive as divine. Are these beings gods, or are they simply advanced species from other parts of the cosmos? This line of inquiry could lead to a redefinition of godhood, shifting it from a realm of supernatural deities to a more tangible, albeit advanced, existence. Philosophically, the ancient astronaut theory can challenge some of our most deeply entrenched beliefs about humanity's place in the universe. If we are not the only intelligent life, and if our very evolution and civilization were influenced by extraterrestrial beings, then we are far from being the center of the universe. This understanding could usher in a new era of humility and interconnectedness, breaking down the walls of anthropocentrism and fostering a profound sense of cosmic kinship. From an occult perspective, the ancient astronaut theory can be seen as a hidden truth, a forbidden knowledge suppressed by the powers that be. It can be perceived as part of a larger narrative of the human race being manipulated or guided by unseen forces throughout history. Here, the sky gods become architects of destiny, their influence resonating in the symbols and rituals of secret societies and mystical traditions. If we were to fully embrace the ancient astronaut theory, it would undeniably change our perception of ourselves and our place in the universe. It might lead to a sense of alienation, but also a sense of belonging in a larger cosmic family. It could redefine our understanding of divinity, challenge our sense of importance, and unravel hidden narratives of human history. The ancient sky gods, if they existed, represent a chapter of our past that we have yet to fully understand. Their legacy, encoded in the myths, monuments, and mysteries of our ancient world, beckons us to keep questioning, to keep exploring, and to keep our minds open to the immense possibilities of our extraordinary universe. Even amid the tumult of our fast-paced, technology-driven modern world, the shadows of the ancient sky gods endure, subtly coloring our cultural narrative. This hidden history, though largely unacknowledged in mainstream discourse, has found sanctuary in the realms of speculative fiction, conspiracy theories, and subcultures deeply invested in the occult. In the realm of popular culture, the influence of the ancient astronaut theory can be seen in a plethora of books, movies, and TV shows. Science fiction as a genre has been particularly hospitable to these ideas. From the iconic film 2001: A Space Odyssey, where an alien monolith triggers a leap in human evolution, to the Stargate franchise, which revolves around ancient Egyptian gods being technologically advanced aliens, the fingerprints of the ancient sky gods are everywhere. In the world of comic books, the Marvel Universe presents characters like the Eternals and the Celestials, godlike extraterrestrials who have influenced human history. In literature, the works of H.P. Lovecraft, with their pantheon of ancient alien deities, resonate with the concept of sky gods. These narratives, while fictional, serve to keep the idea of ancient astronauts alive in the collective consciousness. Beyond the domain of fiction, the ancient sky gods theory has found a home within conspiracy circles. Here, it intertwines with notions of government cover-ups, secret societies, and hidden knowledge. The infamous Area 51, long associated with UFO sightings and alleged extraterrestrial activity, often features in discussions around this theory. The belief that the government is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial contact fuels the sense of a shared, hidden history that has been intentionally obscured. In the underground world of the occult, the ancient sky gods take on a different significance. They are often seen as ascended masters, advanced beings who guide humanity's spiritual evolution. Theosophy, for instance, speaks of the Great White Brotherhood, a group of evolved beings who oversee human development. Whether these entities are viewed as spiritual, extraterrestrial, or both, their existence suggests a continuity of influence from the ancient world to the present. From popular entertainment to fringe beliefs, the whispers of the ancient sky gods persist, their echoes resonating in the undercurrents of our society. Their presence in our cultural narrative serves as a testament to the enduring fascination with our origins and the search for meaning beyond the confines of our own world. Whether these ancient sky gods were real or mere myth, their legacy continues to inspire, provoke, and intrigue, challenging us to question our understanding of our past, our universe, and ultimately, ourselves. As we delve deeper into the fringe, we encounter theories that transcend the conventional and venture into the realm of the extraordinary. One such theory posits that the ancient sky gods were not merely extraterrestrial visitors, but members of a lost civilization that once occupied Earth. This civilization, advanced beyond our comprehension, was allegedly destroyed in a cataclysm, leaving behind only sparse clues of their existence in the form of megalithic structures and ancient myths. This lost civilization theory finds resonance in the works of writers like Graham Hancock, who suggests that a technologically advanced society existed over 12,000 years ago. The evidence, Hancock argues, lies in ancient sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, an archaeological wonder that predates Stonehenge by over 6,000 years. The complexity of the site, with its intricate stonework and astronomical alignments, hints at a sophisticated knowledge of architecture, mathematics, and the cosmos that challenges our conventional understanding of human history. Another radical interpretation ventures into the realm of bloodlines. This theory suggests that the ancient sky gods intermingled with humans, creating a hybrid race. This lineage, it is believed, has been preserved through the ages, manifesting in royal and elite families who have wielded power throughout history. This idea is often linked to the concept of the Illuminati, a purported secret society that allegedly continues to exert influence from the shadows. Yet another interpretation proposes that the sky gods were not external entities, but a manifestation of our own potential. This idea, often associated with the New Age movement, posits that we are all capable of achieving a higher state of consciousness, akin to that of the ancient sky gods. It suggests that the accounts of these beings are not literal but symbolic, representing an enlightened state of being that humans can aspire to. These theories, while controversial and often dismissed by mainstream academia, offer an alternative lens through which we can view our history and our place in the universe. They invite us to question accepted narratives and to consider the possibility that the ancient sky gods were more than mythic figures. Whether they were advanced extraterrestrials, the remnants of a lost civilization, our own potential personified, or something else entirely, remains a tantalizing mystery. What is clear, however, is that the idea of ancient sky gods continues to captivate us, inviting us to probe deeper into the shadows of our past and to explore the outer reaches of our understanding. In the quiet darkness of the uncertain, we are left with haunting questions, echoes from the past that persist in our collective memory. If the ancient sky gods were indeed real, tangible entities, what remains of their legacy? If there were indeed advanced civilizations that predated our accepted historical timeline, what evidence have we overlooked or misunderstood? And if there is a bloodline of hybrid beings weaving through the tapestry of human history, who are they today, and what power do they hold over our world? These questions, though they seem to border on the fantastical, are not merely idle speculation. They are the product of countless hours of research, of countless individuals dedicating their lives to probing the enigmatic shadows of our past. And yet, so much remains hidden, obscured by the sands of time or perhaps by forces more deliberate. Is it possible that there are those who know the truth, who understand the real nature of the ancient sky gods, but who choose to keep it hidden from the world? Could powerful individuals or organizations be suppressing this knowledge, shaping our understanding of history to fit a certain narrative? And if so, what could be their motive? Is it to maintain control, to keep us in a state of ignorance, or could it be something more complex, something we can scarcely comprehend? Such questions may seem unnerving, even disconcerting. They challenge our understanding of the world and our place within it. They invite us to reconsider our accepted histories, to look beyond the familiar and the comfortable, and yet they offer a tantalizing possibility. A glimpse into a world far more complex and mysterious than we have been led to believe. Imagine, if you will, a day when the truth about the ancient sky gods is finally revealed. Consider the shock waves such a revelation would send through our society. Our understanding of history, of our origins, of our potential, would be irrevocably altered. We would be forced to question everything we thought we knew, to reassess our beliefs, our values, our very identity. And so, as we delve deeper into the mystery of the ancient sky gods, we are left to ponder. What remains lost in the annals of time? Who is still hiding the truth, and why? And most importantly, how might our understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos change if the truth about the ancient sky gods ever surfaced? The answers, it seems, remain shrouded in the mists of time, waiting for those daring enough to seek them out. As we continue on this quest for understanding, we keep the flame of curiosity burning, illuminating the shadows of the past and casting new light on the mysteries of the ancient sky gods. Thanks for listening. This has been Lost and Hidden History. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.